Zip.
Smoke your ganja.
We're all gonna die.
We're all
I'm
good.
gonna die.
All right, here we go.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of technical difficulties or to other fun news right here 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. How's everybody doing out there today? Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. Why is that not updated? Because of the start tool.
You're doing weird things again? What did you forget to update?
As I didn't turn on snaz. Welcome
Snaz.
to today's show. It is
What is
Tuesday. It's my date and time tool that goes up there. Tuesday,
Taco
January
Tuesday.
9th.
Taco
2000.
Taco Tuesday. I'm
You
hungry
need
now.
a tool for your date and time?
Tuesday.
You
That's
need a
right.
tool for your date and time.
Yeah.
There's a little icon down there, a little thing.
Well, Laz can't see
We
that.
have audio and video today across the board. You know, and looks like the radio's functioning fine. So, welcome back, everybody.
Technical
Welcome back,
difficulties shall be
Back.
rearing their ugly heads in about 5 seconds or so. You ready for technical difficulties?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure some. I hear blowing out the radio a little bit there. I have to adjust that out someplace.
Oh, yeah. Windows updates are coming.
Oh, yes. The major critical flaw in every processor known to man ever made fix. Is that the one you're talking about?
Pretty much. I wonder how that processor slowdown, that 30% possibility is going to affect gaming and everything else. Hey, a 30% processor slowdown on something that only uses one processor out of my multi-core CPU. Yeah.
Is that a patch? Is that are they going to just do that automatically to Windows 10?
Yep.
You got
I
to
believe
be.
they're going to be
Oh, man.
pushing the board to multiple different platforms, not just Windows.
And let's just say that part of it actually tanked a bunch of AMD processors and bricked the operating system.
Yeah. I've been hearing all sorts of interesting things there.
Motherfuckers, man.
Hey, but are we here to talk about tech news, or are we talking about what happened yesterday?
What
What happened yesterday?
I don't know. What happened yesterday? We're talking about the thing that they called the telethon.
They had that telethon thingy, and they raised a grand total of, I think it's actually like 47 or 40.
Let's see what the actual tally was.
Well, what they've posted is $45,000. The actual dollar figures is 46 or 47. But not enough to get to the ice chess set. It's I think 45,000 was the last dollar figure that they announced.
Yeah, at the end yesterday they had 40,000, but yeah, we know we missed the mark, and just for everybody there, we got, of course, the 10K stretch goal was the juggle snowballs emote. Yeah, 25K was
the ice pipe. The ice
crack
pipe. Yeah. So
ice pipe.
the ice pipe, I really think that we need to see how they're going to design it. And since I was sitting in the room, I was tempted to go up to the board and like start drawing some ice pipes and say, is it going to look like this?
Frostbite.
Yeah. But yeah, so they did.
I saw a couple of good examples on Cops the other night. If they really need some good artwork, they can go back and get a couple of
reference material straight from Cops.
I reference that. That's right.
Yeah, but what I'm actually,
not for nothing, I don't know who in the world either brought that to their attention, or whether it was somebody inside, whether it was one of the community out there said, hey, you guys just may not be awares or what have you, but
ice
never would have crossed Mike in a RPG fantasy world. It's just an ice pipe. I mean,
yeah.
Unless you're giving us some ice
to
get out of in the game, guys, I think you would have gotten away with that. But that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. Then
of course, 35K. We got the stick and wood snow dragon.
Oh yeah, the snowman dragon made out of sticks and such. I actually kind of look forward to that one.
That was the one I was really looking forward to, so that next year we could have snow dragons on the lot with the snow people taking over. But the ice chest set, I've got a chest set that sits in my bank because if we set it up and then try and move it again, it takes 40 pieces to set up, or whatever it is, to put the board down, put all the pieces in play. Pain in the butt.
Well, that, and you can actually walk off with the chess set, and in order to actually use a chess set on a lot, you actually have to be kindred. At least you have to be able to actually move things,
move stuff on,
things on the lot, and so it becomes one where the chess sets in game are
pretty, but it's non-functional.
Yeah, a permissions nightmare until they actually change it to where it's like, okay, this is the massive board, and we're gonna pull that out, and you can play around with the pieces, and then that affects the game pieces in the game. We're gonna run into all kinds of permissions nightmares with.
Yeah. Now it would be really cool if you could set the I don't know, put little player 1, player 2 on buttons on the board somewhere where you click on it. You get a little mini game pop up where you can actually sit there and interact. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's one that's going to require a lot of work and a lot of something. And I just realized, it's like I keep on hearing sounds and realizing that you know what, the new version of Streamlabs OBS doesn't trigger that you're in streamer mode.
Broadcast.
You're in streamer mode with there. Now I won't hear people joining this.
Well,
Discord
I
server.
got to give them guys a shout out just because we do use a lot of their stuff. Streamlabs has just introduced a new version, packaging their Streamlabs add-ons with the Cop OBS, making it easy for the beginning streamer to get started out there.
Yeah,
now, unfortunately,
beware if you use some sort of virtual audio program with lots of audio sources. It might bork all of your settings.
It's good for the beginning streamer, but if you've got your audio rewired, re-rigged, and it's got chicken wire and spit and duct tape holding it together, Yeah, it's still in beta, folks, but
Yeah.
having some technical difficulties on this end. Jack, are you using it right now?
Yeah, I'm using it right now. So it's like
Jack's already moved to use it. It's a nice little product.
here.
But of course,
here
I'll wait a little while.
I'll let everybody see what I'm actually looking at, so that way they can go into tunnel vision. Woohoo! So that's the editor, but yeah, I could click on live, and this should start telescoping real quickly. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And as long as you're only dealing with a couple of audio sources, it's not a big deal. But if you're using some sort of virtual audio program, so VB audio from Voice Meter or Voice Meter Banana, something like that, it might cause some problems.
It's going to wreak
Might. Although yesterday something did, and I believe it was this program that lowered my system microphone volume down to like 30%, and so I was quiet for a little bit.
Well, I have all
back
different
on tech
audio
stuff.
sources, and I was able to
Back on tech again.
tweak those yesterday. We are, so
I mean,
that's your problem.
Hey,
talk about the computer chip slowing down 35%. That's what I want. You want to talk
Is,
tech? Piss me off.
He wants news or something like that.
I don't know.
oh, he wants us to go back talking about like that thingy over here where, so in comparison, you have to remember their January telethons have historically been low performers. Last January, they only raised $27,000. This January, $18,000 more than that, so $45,000.
And the year before was the lowest ever.
Oh, wait, was that 2015?
It was
2015 was that the lowest one, or was it 2016? I don't know, but it but
Oh, it was 1/3 the amount of time too, right?
no, that was
4 hours, right?
that one was I think an 8-hour long telethon.
It was a 12-hour
Oh,
telethon.
12 hour, yeah.
Yeah.
And they only raised
It's,
27,000. But I think like when you're looking at like the amount of money raised during these telethons, you have to vary the sales. You have to keep the energy up in the room. And it
was 2016.
Okay, it's 2016. Yeah.
I thought it was longer than that, where we got the snowflake cloak from
That blue snow. Yeah.
The rare blue snowflake cloak, because that was the only stretch goal achieved during that telethon, wasn't it?
Yep. It was the only telethon stretch goal achieved was that snowflake cloak, and you know what? I sold a bunch of them on Shroud Marketplace.
I still have a handful. I've sold a couple of them.
Yeah. I think I've really actually got 2 left, so I'll probably be putting those back up for sale on Shroud Marketplace. Econdas is also kind of right that the January telethons are lower because people blow their wad for the holidays and aren't looking to spend much money right now because they're broke, like me.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah, Halloween, Thanksgiving, back to school, Christmas.
Yeah.
How many new Christmas lights did you go out and buy because the wife wasn't happy with the ones you had from last year? You know, did you get your kid the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip?
Well, I'm only interested in the Kung Fu grip. I mean, yeah. And
Oh boy.
I know lots of people are confused by Shroud math.
Now, I really didn't want to go there, but I know we gotta go there.
I mean, we did mention telethon, so it's like Shroud math.
Yes, well, there is actually now a topic. I believe I put it in chat down there earlier today.
Before all my pictures,
Yes.
Can someone summarize
Some combat skill changes Chris mentioned while in the R49 postmortem telethon. Now, I watched the telethon pretty much live as I was going about my business, And then last night while I was sitting here, I went back and I watched it. I restreamed it to my TV again so I could listen and pay attention in more detail. And when we got to that, Shroud math got me. They went deep and I just zoned out. It was like, huh? Okay. You want to explain this in layman's terms?
Shroud math? Do you
Layman's
really think it's possible to explain Shroud math
I
in
do not.
any kind of terms?
Well, I just thought I would, bring this up on the show so that we could summarize for him all the combats and skill changes that Chris mentioned. And to summarize, Shroud math. That's your summary.
Yeah. Yeah, Shroud math.
Now, you were there during the whole conversation. What did you partake out of all that? He says, I was down the hall talking to Gix and hanging out with Travis, man, as I wasn't in that room.
I think
I know you were in the room most of the time because you were actually part of the conversation throughout the day.
I
know you were
wasn't.
there.
I wasn't part of the conversation.
Yeah.
They would occasionally look at me funny and do weird gestures at me.
Well, Jack, you know it. Yeah. He threw List out of his seat so you can go join the party. I don't know anything about that.
No. Yeah. See, Liz says I was working hard. I think I did actually step out of the room while Chris was doing his combat deep dive. Just because it was a time where I didn't have to change cameras, I didn't have to change focus on anything, and I could take a break. So I really was outside.
Yeah, well, again, I figured as much.
The weird thing about being
they
there,
do the deep dives. You set the cameras and you walk away.
Yeah, the weird thing about being there during the telethon, you're not paying attention to the telethon. You're doing all kinds of other things.
You're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, yeah.
Other than paying attention to the telethon. And so
you're doing anything else but the show because you're doing all sorts of other things.
It's like I've got to be looking at Facebook and wondering why that's dinging.
You got to be petting the cat and getting the mail and
Hold on for a second. I got to go catch a dream.
Ooh.
Woohoo. See, I got to say hi to Scarface, Gix.
Scarface. What's up?
And
Gix was complaining about the alcohol consumption yesterday.
I know, it was the first telethon ever that he didn't drink any alcohol. It was painful.
What's going on? I thought you guys were holding up the rear back there, even though they weren't drinking on camera of that job in the background.
Well, I think they were kind of busy because also this telethon was on a Monday. It wasn't on the weekend.
Remove the shots from the stretch goals?
Yeah, they did.
Why?
Well, they pretty much removed everything from the stretch goals if you really pay attention.
I haven't. I didn't watch that one. We don't need no stinking stretch goals. Let's drink anyway.
Yeah, so, but I will say that Shroud math is going to be extremely confusing for everybody. And one of those things is that I don't know if you really caught it or not, but Chris did talk about including a new option that would be a very verbose combat log. And that verbose combat log would have more information and the possibility that maybe some of the programmers out there would be able to find some way to parse that data and actually make it useful.
I didn't catch that. I did catch that.
I may have been.
He was adding one new skill to each and every tree at least.
Yes.
Before release, I did catch that. Combat is supposed to be, skillful.
Yes, it's going to be lots of stuff. And yeah, so the real reason I left the room during the combat deep dive, so you had List on one computer, you had Corey on another, right? And I actually had 2 keyboards on the streaming computer, and List was playing on the streaming computer, and since there are 2 keyboards and 2 mice on that computer, I could fight him for control. Which, as I think about it, I really should, while he was in combat, I really should have just randomly like hit buttons on the keyboard to mess with his skills timers to make him like start questioning his sanity. It's like, I should have done that, but I didn't because but
that would have been funny.
But I will say, like, part of the there was a lot of noise going on as far as that segment, and so I left the room. And it's not because I'm a professional. Definitely not because I'm a professional.
You just didn't want to get into combat, I know.
Well, there was not a lot I could do, and so it's like, okay, this is a good time to go take a break. So it's called Go Take a Break.
Did you happen to check out the deep dive where they showcased the new changes to you by chance? What did you think of that, Jack? Did you happen to catch any of that?
I actually went and talked with a certain Steve a little bit before his segment.
Right down there. Okay, so you went to talk to Steve personally. That's even better then. So then do tell.
I do not know whether or not this made it to the stream or not, but with the changes to that downtown area of you really end up with, I need to find pictures of you. Let's see, where is Friday's update? Update number 261. Where are you?
Okay. Should be right underneath the latest update.
Yeah. So,
the update right there.
So I was doing that so that way I could bring up the page and the pictures. So when you're looking at the downtown area, which is going to be kind of like the walled off section of the town.
Yes, yeah.
Well, you're not looking at the pictures.
Losing your audio. What's going on there?
I'm not losing my audio.
Or is that your mic wire?
Maybe mic wire? I don't know.
I hear you.
You can't hear me?
Oh, there you go.
There it is. Now he's back.
I didn't touch anything. I thought about touching something, but I didn't touch anything.
That has nothing to do with anything.
So when you're looking at the making of you, look at the 4th picture, okay, where you've got the barrels on the bridge. And you can see in the distance the elf globe homes that are on platforms, right? And so I actually talked to him about whether or not those are player placeable homes, or if they were part of the NPC part of the town where they're not placeable. And this is one where it's like all of that downtown area is the NPC portion of the town, so it's not player placeable, and that is because they're changing the elevation. And if you start thinking, it's like, okay, I have this village size lot and I'm going to put an inn on it, that elevation is not going to be the same as that globe home, and so that completely messes with the terrain. And so you end up having to deal with a lot of edge cases and a lot of other impactful things on the visual look of that portion of the town. And so that's one where since he changed the look and feel of that area, he couldn't affect players that have already placed lands or anything like that. And so it became one where it's like, okay, he can only make these changes to the NPC portion of the town. But like, as he's going through, and he talked about the fact that he's going to be starting messing around with the terrain around the rest of the town. That's one where he has to go through and like look and see, okay, I can mess with this, I can't mess with this, as far as trying to update all of the data because we do have a ton of player placed housing as well as decorations. And so you have to look at what options he has available.
Interesting.
Very
interesting.
I don't know whether or not he covered that on stream, because that's also another thing where it's like, hey, they're using the keyboard and mouse for the stream machine while they're doing that. So I was out of the room for part of that conversation as well, except when I was taking over the keyboard and mouse trying to get things done. Yep.
Fun.
But yeah, I love what he has done inside of You, and I think it's pretty funny that Virtus is one of his first maps that he did with the elf theme, and now he's coming back. And to me, this one actually looks much more elven, but it's not the winter. So I prefer to think of elves as woodland, non-wintry creatures. Non-wintry. Yes. Yeah. And Solipstick Lemur says Discord is being a nappy-assed hoe bag.
What? Nappy-assed hoe bag.
Yeah. Nappy-assed hoe bag. And I think that's funny that was auto-modded, so I got the option of allowing it or not. Hell yeah, I'm going to click on allow. Now the real question is,
why is he already tagged as a regular? Jeez.
Well, the real question is, why did it do that?
I don't know.
Hoe bag. Who's a hoe bag?
Yeah, and it's like, how do I turn off auto mod? I don't know. Have to play around with that later.
How many bots you got modding things? I don't know.
I think
clean them up.
Well, you just need to delete them all other than the Streamlabs one. Yeah. Let's see. You delete them all other than Streamlabs. That's my way to do it.
Thing either.
Chat box. Okay. Show moderator badge.
Anyway.
Hey, do that tech shit on your own time, would you?
What? This is my own time.
Before I slow you down.
Oh, you're going to slow down my computer?
Yeah, it's all our time.
Yeah.
Come on now, Spicoli.
I need my
All right, what do we got for the boys and girls next year?
Well,
lube jelly. That's what we got.
Well, we still have the Monday stand-up corner we could talk about, and we have all kinds of things we can talk about.
Well, I mean, yesterday's postmortem wasn't anything spectacular. I mean, we didn't meet a couple of the Black Sun counterparts over there.
Yeah,
and that was a nice break, but would have been nice if they had a little bit more to say, I guess. But right now, I guess they're really busy getting
they're busy, man.
Themselves running, yeah.
Well, I think due to the one question posed realistically of the Black Sun guys and gals, I believe it was for their marketing director, realistically, how they plan on marketing the game. I think due to language issues, she wasn't able to understand the question of what their marketing plan is for the game. And I think that was one where I don't think it was, because it was kind of asked straight from Discord and then comes in. Starr started off talking about what's going to happen, and then she didn't have enough time to process what the actual question was, come up. Okay, this is what our actual marketing plan is inside of Russia and the Baltic states for Shroud of the Avatar. And instead, she got off on the tangent of, hey, this is what happened at the largest game con in Russia. And that's one where it's like, oh, that's all well and good, but what are you going to be doing to market the game, and what kind of promos are you going to be doing? How are you going to be promoting the game inside of the Baltic states?
Now, speaking of promoting and marketing, I guess Richard gave one with telling us that they were going to be releasing the game at South by Southwest in March.
Yeah,
they were going to be premiering it at South by Southwest as well. I heard tell that
fake news.
They're them over in the booth over at South by Southwest.
Yes. So
what?
But that hasn't been completely like written in stone.
I don't know, man. Lord British just announced it yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, so
damn leaker. He's a leaker, man.
Well,
I tell you, fake news. You
have to remember that official launch
all these leaks
is what, March? Is it the 27th?
22nd, I thought, right?
22nd is a Thursday.
It's the 20th.
The 20th. Okay. South by Southwest is the weekend right before that.
Huh.
So the week the week of the 11th through the 7th or the 11th through the 18th is going to be South by Southwest.
Okay.
The South by Southwest Games Conference is going to be, I believe, the 15th through the 17th or something like that. And that's where Airy Fun's going to be hanging out in the Portalarium booth and doing all kinds of other weird things. But it's one where it's like them saying, hey, we're launching the game is just a couple days before. It's like, boom, on Tuesday, here it is. So that's going to be a good
couple of months.
Sneak peek now this week.
Give or take a couple of months. Launch.
You also have like all the free accounts. I mean, anybody can actually download, install, and register on shroudoftheavatar.com.
We have the permanent
play for free. Yeah, permanent free trial.
Place now. That's right. And speaking of permanent free trial,
awesome.
What?
Guess who got a spot in Resolute last night? That's right, this guy.
Congratulations, you found an empty lot in Resolute.
Oh, really? How'd that happen?
So empty lot.
We bit of luck and lurking in Google's chat. That's how that happened. But one of those things that I guess didn't plan for is, my master plan was once they had Owl's Head and the West Coast over at Blood River connected, I figured I was set. Until they decided to change the game plan and start all the trial players right smack in the middle of the map in Resolute. So.
Whoops. So much for all those people that decided to put all of their marbles in Soultown. But yeah, Resolute would be
pal. We're out there.
Okay, so I need to go stock another vendor.
That's right. Cheap teleports and recall scrolls is now
in Resolute.
In Resolute, that's right.
Do I have permission on that?
You do.
Okay, good, excellent.
Don't forget the gold crowns for the armor.
Wait, hold on. Are any of my friends in Resolute right now, so I can go stock a vendor? Nope, no one I know is in Resolute. Okay, so everybody's in it. Lots of people are in.
We gotta go start hanging out there and getting some friend contacts who are, regulars out in that area now.
Oh, absolutely. We'll make sure that happens. Tell
you what, there was a lot of traffic out there last night. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
A lot of traffic.
Where?
Resolute, man. Resolute.
Why is that?
Because that's where all the free trial people
start. Yeah.
All free trial go through Resolute for starters now. They're starting,
and they have no choice.
They don't get a chance to go other paths until they actually purchase the game. Now, is my understanding. Do I have that correct, boys?
That is correct. The only path that they can start to follow is the Path of Courage starting in Resolute. So if you're looking to find lots and lots of new players, you need to hang out inside of those control points.
Now, I'm just going to take an educated guess, like when everybody used to come in the Sultan, that once they come through that path, they're more likely to return to that path for starters because of what they're familiar with. So again, I just see it.
If they upgrade their account, they don't have to go back through that path again. It's just upgrading their account.
They're already familiar with the territory where they started. You know, a lot of the folks who started on the West Coast are, you know, they live out in that East Coast. You know, those of us who started on the Hidden Vale live on the Hidden Vale. You know, that's just the way it seems to be.
It's kind of like, exactly why Alf's Head is still popular.
But Laz and Jack's cheap teleports and recall scrolls got you covered wherever
you are.
Sultan, we're over by Blood River. We're now by Resolute. We're in Airy. We're in the marketplaces. We're everywhere. We're here in Owl's Head. I think the only big place we really need a spot in maybe Kingsport. I don't want to touch Brittany, but
we've got like around Airy, we've got New Britannian Market and Novia Market, which are right outside.
And I got a place over in Serpent's Watch now as well.
Yeah, so we've got places all over the place.
You got a place in Oceana, got a place in the Outlander Welcome Center, got a place in Sultan, got a place in Airy, not in Airy, Adora.
Fucking
so you're telling
14 plus locations.
You're telling me that I've got to go. I need to get back to crafting because I need to go stock a bunch of vendors.
Dude, man, we got vendors everywhere, and I've been shuffling houses and moving things around. So if you find a vendor you don't have permissions on,
I think I need a list.
Yeah, well, I actually have a list, so
I need that Excel spreadsheet. Okay.
Hey. I'm not as organized as she is. Okay, I just have it in a text file. I don't have no spreadsheets, man.
Corey the database.
All right, what do we got to fill 5 minutes with?
What are you talking about? 5 minutes?
You want an industry day?
Well, yesterday we really didn't do sponsors or anything else like that, so we need to talk about. We need to give them some love. We need to go into a little bit more detail about the NBNN soda app. So, or we could talk about what those devs did yesterday.
Yeah, we don't have time for all that.
They didn't drink.
They didn't drink during the telethon.
That's what they did yesterday. They didn't drink. That's boring stuff. But you're absolutely right. We didn't get around to the sponsor. Let's get these guys up on screen here. Of course, you are watching us here on NBNN. NBNN is brought to you on twitch.tv/NBNN News or /Cinesys. You can catch us in replays over on YouTube. Of course, you can listen on the radio in-game during our live broadcast and 6s and 12s throughout the day. You can catch our show in replays. And of course, we're bringing you the latest here up until release. And then once release gets here, we'll be at our 3-year right around the same time. And we'll be celebrating a birthday and maybe actually venturing off the lot for the first time during this show. You just never know.
We've done that before a few times.
No, I mean like actually spending a show off the lot. And yes, we've left the lot to go someplace and then we come right back. But, we may actually venture forth. We may just sally, Jack. I don't know. Just may sally forth out there into the world.
Well, we've done that a few times before. I mean, it won't be the first time. It won't be the last time. We could always talk about what I was talking about before the show with Alpha Fish Stick.
I was going to tell everybody about the Erie Fun T-shirt sweepstakes. Since I'm going through the sponsors, and of course I've
Airy Fund
got the Airy Fund T-shirt sweepstakes in conjunction with Shroud of the Avatar and the Merits app. You enter for a chance daily to win one of these fabulous T-shirts that the Team Avatar folks are going to be wearing down at the Austin Marathon 5K and charity event.
Not only, it's not just a T-shirt, it's a performance shirt.
The performance shirt, yes.
Yeah.
The shirt is as it actually looks in the picture there. It's a sharp-looking shirt. And again, you'll get a chance in one of 5 of those. The drawings go through, what is that, February 4th, I believe it is?
3rd or 4th, I can't remember. I'm opening up Merits right now.
And, of course, a little late now, and they cut that deadline off early. But want to still go out and support the folks. Contact somebody down at the office. It's probably Barrick or Serafina.
Oh, it runs through 2-9.
Or Jack or Justin. I know Jack's going to be there competing.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be walking casually with Justin.
Yes. He's going to be taking a stroll for charity. That's right.
5K
Jack
stroll.
And Justin will be participating.
Or she said speed walking, which means I'll be clamping my butt cheeks and trying and keeping my arms way up high as I try to go faster.
Now, Naristo out there is telling us that he's stuck at this painting missions. He's having problems, out there with those painting missions. I actually got started working on some of them with Justin yesterday. When
is that the deliver the mail?
It's connected to that. Yes, absolutely.
I have not
Marguerite's chimed in, so he's got active hospitaller help going on there, which is always great to see. And don't forget, you need a hand to come and chat, ask questions. You can always come join us here in Discord.
Ask about the ads.
And you can be like Laz spamming his macros as
because he doesn't have Let's try that again. There we go. But again, moving right along, don't forget Arius Coilmore returning to the airwaves next week. He was again on vacation due to the postmortem last night, and he will be returning next Monday. But if you want a wand or stave made, go to Coilmore Wands. Justin, he won't be strolling, dude. So you're up Shit's Creek.
Like I said, I'm going to be clenching my butt cheeks, keeping my arms way up here, and doing this as I power walk. Because power walking is all about like the ass clenching, I believe.
Get the ass.
Yeah.
Of course, Scrota's music service. If you need a bard to follow you around or service your event, you can hire Scrota. And of course, Scrota's got a list of music for you to choose from. You can go check out his vendor, or you can hire him on Marketplace. I love this. Kigu has jumped in. Marguerite's jumped in. We got players helping players out here. I'm telling you. Yeah. I love this shit. Yeah.
Oh, and
over in chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Kigo Starfish is actually one of the developers. That's Core or Rock.
That's Rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and he says he believes the painting is hidden in the house in Salisbury outskirts.
Mm-hmm. At least that's what he thinks.
He thinks.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what he thinks. Now, of course, The Rock has been doing some work, and we got a lot of updates on that yesterday as well. And I tell you what, he's again. I've been out. He's got a post out there. Lord British, or who was it? Starr posted it or pointed out that he's got an updated map thread going on out there. And the bunch of changes that we're looking forward to on the map are just phenomenal coming up for this next release. So really looking forward to see what they can push out for this automatic lot names and house types, all other markers and quest information, all nice and filled in on the maps. Looking forward to all that good stuff. And of course, great work, Corey.
Doing an awesome job. Yeah.
Pick one name and stick with it, damn it.
I'm waiting for the lot to have massive NBN logo on it for both of them.
There you go.
That's right. And
of course,
and change the icon to like some sort of studio.
Our home guild, the Britannian Mining Company, or our other guild, as it should be, our other home guild, BMC wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove. Black Rock Cove recently updated and renovated for your shopping convenience. The newly renovated Black Rock Cove is now open for business. And you too can come move on in. You can open up a shop. You can do all sorts of great things. Great for you crafters and smithies. If you need ore or other ingredients, you can find really great prices out in Black Rock Cove. And of course, the BMC Treasury is now open for loans. Over 40 million in gold available to loan out to. Yes, 40 million, 41 plus $million.
What's secured by?
It's secured by
stuff
you put up in order to secure your loan.
Collateral? Oh, you need collateral?
Yep. Oh, yes. You don't think we're just giving away free gold loans?
No, man. It's secured by my good looks.
Basically, it's working like a pawn shop. You put up collateral for a loan and you pay it back with interest. But again, 40 million plus gold to work with in the treasury. And of course, you can apply on the BMC Guild site, or you can contact Ezekiel Cooper or Jackalope here in game.
Some leather shoes. You take that?
I tell you, one pair of leather shoes. Give you $1,280 for it.
So much for that.
Relics by Rild of relicsbyrild.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. If you're looking for those wonderful t-shirts, you're looking for pants, you're looking for hats or hoodies, which I could have broken out. Never thought to break out the hoodie this week. Sitting in the closet looking pretty next to that hoodie.
Yep.
But you want all sorts of Shrouded Avatar swag, you can go check out relicsbyrild.com. And of course, if you like to save a little money while you're buying your swag, you can mention us guys. Use the promo code NBNM when you check out, and you'll save 10% when you check out at relicsbyrild.com. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest in entertainment right here inside Shrouded Avatar. Of course, again, Mondays, Arius Coilmore. Wednesdays and Thursdays, we got the Deco Divas. Late night in between, you got the Sarah and Andar show. And of course, they've got a great PvP feature at the end of all their shows.
Hey, go kill them and win money.
Win money. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, what more can you ask for? Great stuff there. Bowman, for your late night grind every Friday and Saturday night. And finally making it to the airwaves, the 2018 edition of Wake Up New Britannia, coming to you this Saturday morning with the newest addition to the team. Our own Justin joins Wolfdom on Wake Up every Saturday morning here in 2018. So go check that out. And of course, you got us guys 5 days a week, filling in throughout the day, giving you the latest news and updates and information, gossip and gripes, bitches, complaints, and whatnot right here on WRFB Radio Britannia. And of course, we got shroudmarketplace.com. You got 10 minutes on the marketplace. You're going to have to come up with a little filler there.
I don't know. I think we can get some filler done. I think we can actually.
Well, let's start out by we start the new year. I know there's at least one. What is the vendor tally now on the Shroud Marketplace? How many active vendors?
It is over 90 registered player vendors on Shroud Marketplace.
Over 90, almost at the magical 100 vendor.
And that is one where you have to remember every single vendor is responsible for. And I'm getting a phone call, right? Ooh, I don't know who this is.
Yeah, I can wait. Leave a message.
It's a chick.
How do you know if you don't know who it is?
Her name is Brenda. I do not.
That doesn't mean nothing.
Hold on.
Catfish. Let's hear this one. Yeah, this should be funny. Hello, Brenda.
The loan didn't go through. Sorry.
How you doing, baby? It wasn't me. I know I said I was going to call you.
No, I think it was here. We'll block this number. It's a high volume caller. I think it was spam. She didn't say anything. But so over 90 different players registered as vendors on Shroud Marketplace. Every single one of those vendors is responsible for maintaining their own inventory, setting their own prices. Now, what does that mean to you as the consumer? That means you end up with like seeing several people having the same item up for sale.
That means healthy competition.
Wait, let's go to crafting and let's go to consumables and let's do a search for scrolls. And then you can see that I know there are a couple of different vendors selling teleports in recall scrolls. They're cheap. They are both 100 teleport or 100 recall scrolls, but the prices are different. So that's one where this is where the marketplace allows you to see you end up with two different people, two different prices. One is cheaper and a much superior scroll that is warranted not to fizzle. The other one uses inferior pulp. Inferior pulp.
Tell them you want your money back.
No.
Yeah.
On your screen, they're all $4.99. I don't see.
$4.49.
Oh, that one's $4.49.
Yeah. So
undercutters.
Well, the first person to do the undercutting was that guy. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
But you end up with
48.
Yeah.
48.
Yeah.
I was actually in there adjusting prices last night.
And you thought about it.
I came this close to knocking it down to $4.49, but I said
it's okay.
Screw it.
48.
No, I got to get my $4.99. Sorry, I can't budge up that price. Otherwise, it's just Laz don't get out of bed unless it's worth a certain price for it.
Yeah,
of course. I did put a new POT town deed up there for sale.
Sweet.
So $300. That's a nice huge discount off the add-on store price. But it as you got for a town size deed. This is a town POT town size deed. Available on the Shroud Marketplace. And if you missed your chance, the Lord British Silver Serpent Silver Necklace in game digital sales over.
Anyway, what is that thing for?
That's Scroda.
It's something. But you also have, since each vendor is responsible for adding whatever, you can find all kinds of things, just like Laz was talking about those deeds. You can also find crafted items, crafting components. The latest item added to the shop was ancient essences. So if you wanted to do something, you could do something with that ancient essence. Or if you're looking for expired items, you can always find that. And you've got all these different categories that players put things in, and so it becomes a lot more interesting to see what people are doing. And this is one where if you're really looking for something specific, you can find that on Shroud Marketplace. And you know who... Oh, you want services? I don't want to talk about services right now. I want to talk about the fact that Spec needs to show up and like talk about her stuff, but she's not here.
Haven't seen her
Hey.
on the chats lately. I've seen her floating around.
She's been doing weird things. She was all over the chat yesterday in Discord during the telethon, though. She was doing all kinds of weird things in Discord, talking smack about Shooter. But you know what? Shroud Marketplace has anything from accounts to game gold, crowns of the obsidian, cheaper than you can find them on the add-on store. Add-on store price for 100 crowns of the obsidian is, what, $85?
$80, and you will not find it any cheaper on the add-on store.
Yeah, the add-on store, they have said that they will never be cheaper than that. And you can find those crowns of the obsidian on Shroud Marketplace for, what, 2 different vendors selling in the 60s? 2 different vendors right now at $65 for 100 crowns of the obsidian.
Now, I do have to ask an interesting question. Well, maybe no. Maybe I'm just going to shut my mouth on this.
Go ahead, ask it. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, since the introduction of the crown vendors in the game, we've got certain items in the store that are available now, like inns available on the crown vendor for 100 crowns.
Yeah.
There's still $100 in the store, but I can buy 100 crowns for $85 in
off the store.
It's getting it for $85. So why would you pay $100 for it in the store? That's my question.
Well, what you really should have done is bought those 100 crowns off Shroud Marketplace and paid $65.
Well, exactly.
$65, and then from there you could turn around and resell that to another player for $75, $80 to $5 and make a little bit of profit for yourself. I wonder how those things work. Yeah. But at the same time, it's people still aren't buying a lot of houses because we haven't had that huge influx of new players with requiring different house types yet. But that will be coming. But I expect, but also we have that thing with game gold, where is the price going up on game gold?
Slowly.
Yeah. But what's going to happen in March? I think in March, we're going to end up with it closer to being what it was, about $3,500 per dollar. I think that's what we're going to get close to.
I don't know why it's not even that bad
to get this economy
Kodos are throughout
tax cuts.
Kodos are just off the chart now. 35. I mean, I get 3,500.
Yeah, what the fuck's up with that?
Yeah.
Hey, and they're selling for more than that out there.
Am I supposed to repair my armor, man?
Yeah.
Fix my pants?
Man. I don't know.
How am I gonna...
Hey,
pants.
But Shroud Marketplace, you also have crafting stuff. I mean, not just components, but crafted items. You have anything and everything, all the way to in-game services. Because if you look at the time, we've got a minute and a half left.
Yeah, how much?
In-game services. So you can find people that will actually help you level your character in specific skills, or if you're looking for more just generalized XP, you can find 3 different players offering that. You can find someone to do some cheese sign writing for you. You can find design services. You can find Scrota's music service. You can even find wedding services by that guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Weddings and more, not just weddings, but a whole lot more. If you're looking to get hitched in game and need a location, we've got everything you need. If you want a seaside wedding, you want a lakeside wedding, you want an above ground wedding, you want an underground wedding, you want a nighttime wedding, you want a daytime wedding. Sunrise, sunset, bloodletting, you let us know. We'll get it taken care of. Custom vows for every wedding. Custom location design available. You name it, we got it. We'll take and decorate everything the way you want it. Make your event just fine. Of course, weddings and more, not just weddings. Looking for a cheap Aether vibration amplifier, some lot deeds, some telethon items, recall scrolls, and much. Check out Weddings and More by Laz on shroudmarketplace.com, or come see me. I got all sorts of great items available for us in-game as well. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more.
Yep.
Damn, that's awful loud.
Yeah, it is. But Shroud Marketplace is a place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. If you want to start selling your stuff, you do need to register for an account. Then click on vendor registration and you can start adding your items. But it is that time for us to thank the most important people around here, and that's you guys. Thank you for watching out on Twitch, YouTube, and or listening on Radio Free Britannia. We couldn't do the show without you guys. And we do it for you guys. Yay.
That's right. We're here 5 days a week for
some days
your viewing and listening pleasure. Yeah, when we don't have technical. Well, we were here yesterday. I just wasn't in full form. But anyway, we'll be back with more right here on NBNN tomorrow. Stay tuned.
That's right.
Till then, I'm Lance.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Yeah, we never did that today. That's what we missed. We'll see you all tomorrow, folks.